My name is Mike Johanek. I am a senior fellow at the Graduate School of Education at the University of Pennsylvania, and I direct the mid-career doctoral program in educational leadership. So we wrestle with how to support educational leaders. And recently, over time, we faced this challenge. On the one hand, a lot of what we offer to school leaders is very much a series of tactics. Here's what you need to do on a Monday meeting. Here's how do you do a walkthrough and so forth. On the other hand, we have a lot of research that is from people coming in and studying schools, coming in to do an investigation or a project of some sort and leave. What it seemed to us is lacking were a couple of things. One was work that would actually face the complexity on the ground as it exists in its messiness. It's not one variable, it's not one technique, it's a complex mess that a leader has to deal with. What is it that we're about here? What's the nature of our culture? What's the nature of an educated person supposed to be anyway, and so forth. Those are complicated, messy pieces about which their stakeholders disagree. So how do we get at that complexity directly, first of all? Second, what does it look like actually to do that work from the school leader's vantage point, not from somebody coming in or somebody offering quick advice? We were fortunate to work with a lot of veteran educational leaders in the program, and so we recruited a number of our alumni to help tell the story about what does it look like to be constantly inquiring into your work from the point of practice. And that's what we put together here. 11 of our alumni who are looking at how to understand that. It's not to say this is the ideal solution, we figured everything out. It's to say, what does it look like when you take that issue seriously? When you take seriously the culture in the school in terms of gender, when you talk about how does race and questions of culture play out. How do we, if we look at that directly in its complexity, how do we do that? How do we deal with evidence on the ground? How do we bring in that community at the local school to make sense of the evidence as we in an ongoing process gather and reflect upon? So that's what we're trying to capture. We think that then what we can begin to do is generate knowledge and understanding about the work from those who are doing the work and from the multiple perspectives inside those communities. It also has the benefit, in addition to generating knowledge that complements what we know, it also has the benefit of actually leading in a way that's educational, modeling and doing what we actually want that institution to do, which is to help the students in that community learn how to gather the complex messiness of their lives and make sense of it as they move forward. So it begins to model as well as generate new knowledge, but model what it is that we want that institution to be doing. So we're fortunate to have had that experience and to have had the chance to learn from 11 of our colleagues who were in the field and remain in the field as to how they're learning from the work that they're doing.